Hi guys, I'm Haley, a stay-at-home mom of two. I'm currently sitting in the parking lot of my kids' karate school. It's Tuesday. Let's see what the date is because I have no idea because I'm a stay-at-home mom. And dates and in quarantine, well, not in quarantine, but you know, reduced activities. So it is Tuesday, March 23rd. We normally do karate in the morning. I'm starting this a little late. It's almost 11 o'clock. I feel weird because I'm in a parking lot and I've literally been vlogging like for 5 seconds. So I guess like my anxiety is more one, that people are going to see me, and two, that people are going to ask me about it. Like, oh my gosh, are you vlogging? Oh, what's your channel? But like, oh, I haven't even edited the first one, so just hold on. And I'm pretty sure the people here think that I hate them or something, because I literally go in and I drop Logan off and Oh, hi. Where'd your show go? This is why I hang out in my van, because this guy is all up in my business. Yeah. So I think the moms in there must think that I like think they have diseases, or I don't want, it's just a lot. There are a lot of moms in there sometimes, well, a lot of parents. I shouldn't just say there's moms. There's literally a dad walking right there. But there are a lot of parents and stuff, and I just don't like, one, we're all wearing masks. It's like awkward because like I've tried to say something before. I feel like people think that I don't like them. In his karate school, I just don't like hanging out in the lobby with a baby, because there's a baby in there and she runs around, and that's fine, whatever. I'm not judging. I just don't like this one getting into stuff, and I just don't feel like running around. Like, I probably should run around, but I think there are other parents in there that maybe don't want a kid running around them, so I just prefer not to be in there. So normally we do okay out here. Right now he's messing with some, might be loud, Mimi. We're returning a pot to Mimi. So I'm trying to have a productive day. I always tell myself I'm going to do a bunch of stuff and then I never do it. So today I'm trying to actually do those things. I buy pallets as kind of like a side hustle hobby thing to make a little extra money, and really just to get stuff for cheap too. So I have some stuff that I'm going to take to Half Price Books and Once Upon a Child if I can. I don't know if well, I do know they do and have available some appointments, but I don't know if you have to do that still. So I'm gonna call them when we leave here, and I'm not sure. I don't think Half Price Books you have to have an appointment. I don't know if that's ever been a thing there. I don't think you do. I looked at their website, so I haven't been in there in ages, so we're gonna try and go in there and see what books I have, if they're worth anything. I have some stuff to drop off to my parents, and we're kind of surprising them because we normally see them once a week, but we didn't see them last week. So we are gonna surprise them a day early, because normally I go there Wednesdays. My mom is retired now, so my mom's retired now, so she likes to have my oldest, Logan, for church. Yeah. And then he goes to church with them and stays the night, and then comes back on Thursdays. So I normally see them Wednesday and Thursday, but today we're just gonna go visit a little early. Hi guys, back again. Sorry, I thought my neighbor was driving by in his lawnmower. I heard it, I think. I'm not sure. Seriously, I never get zits, and here's one. I think earlier in my video I talked about what I was going to do today. So we left karate and went and grabbed some food, and then went to my parents, and we hung out there. We just hadn't been there in like a week. We normally are there like basically since summer, and since like COVID's kind of toned down a little bit. My mom has been keeping my oldest overnight for church, and so we went there just because I know she was missing the kids and seeing the baby, and so we went a little early just because I just felt like getting out of the house. I feel like this past week I really haven't done a whole lot. Like I haven't got out of the house, and I had some stuff for the pallet that I had to take over there. I actually sent her a text because I didn't tell her we were coming, and I sent her a text and was like, I have to go to this sketchy neighborhood to drop some stuff off for the pallet, so will you watch my location on Google? And I was around where she lives, so I said, like I sent that text, and she took forever to respond. So I'm like halfway to her house. Like I sent it when I got into town, and then I was getting pretty close, and so I'm like, look at your messages, and she goes, oh my gosh, you should. She apparently hadn't checked my location. She's like, you should let me go with you or something, and blah blah blah. And so then I got down to her block. She didn't ever respond back. I got down to her block, and she sent me or she saw me. She was like outside, like, what the, like, really, you're messing with me? She's like, I was so devastated when you said you were going somewhere, like, let me watch the kids or blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, no, I was just messing with you. But I did have to go to a sketchy neighborhood because I had to go to your neighborhood. So I dropped that stuff off for her and Dave, and we hung out there for a while, and they got to enjoy the kids. And then what did we do? And then I wasn't sure because Oliver was so cranky at that point. He had kind of fallen asleep maybe like 5 seconds before we got there, so like not enough time at all to take a nap. And his nap time, it's kind of changed. It's a little bit later. It's normally around like, I want to say like 1 o'clock ish. It's anywhere between 11 and 2. The time change and all that stuff has changed, so a lot of times he just ends up taking like an hour. We'll sit in the car with him. I mean, I'd rather sit in the car with him than drag him out and him not take a nap at all. So that's what he's doing now. You might be able to hear the sounds that I put on for him because I didn't want the radio playing. I normally just leave the radio on. So I had stuff to take to Once Upon a Child, and I wasn't sure. I called them while I was at my mom's, and I wasn't sure if they were letting you do walk-ins yet or if they're only taking appointments. So I called them, and they said that unless it was a couple big items that they could just easily go yes, no. If they had to sort through the stuff, then they were like, we would rather you do an appointment. So I made an appointment for tomorrow. So when I take the boys to my mom's, or I'll take that stuff to Once Upon a Child and then come back and pick Oliver up, and Logan will stay for church that night. And then I wasn't sure, I wanted to take some stuff to, what's that place called? Half Price Books that I got on the pallet, and I know for sure I could have probably gotten more money out of that stuff by just posting it on Facebook, but I was not feeling that, so I took it to Half Price Books. Oliver didn't fall asleep by the time we got there, so I decided to just do that today. And we went in there, and they gave me like $22 for, I don't even know how many books. I mean, definitely I could have gotten more money out of those, but again, it's kind of one of those things, is it worth your time and your space? I like doing palette stuff, but it's more of, I don't even know if I could consider it like a side hustle, because I'm not willing to, we don't have the space to really put our foot into it. Like, we don't really have the space in our house. I mean, I'm sure I have like really like taken a lot of stuff out of our basement and like there's like a little bit of space there for us. But I mean, it's minimal, and it just becomes like really tedious of posting all these little things, and it's stuff that like you would normally go to, like, you know, what kind of like what Big Lots used to be, and like stores like that, or TJ Maxx, where like there's little stuff that like isn't even worth me posting on Facebook, like for $1. Like, we're talking stupid stuff like chapsticks and stuff. I mean, like, if there's a bunch of them, I'll post them and say like $4 for all of these or whatever it is. But some stuff is just really not worth your time and dealing with people. And as much as I know I could get more money than what Half Price Books gave me for those books, is it really worth my time to go scan them on Target or wherever's app, get all the information, post, you know, I post screenshots of what it looks like on their website, so then that person can like see what, you know, information's on there. I post like the description on there. Like, I do a lot of work. I am very thorough, because you get all these questions and I can't answer. I'm not going to look up every item, even though people are stupid and they don't read what you post in the description. It's there for me, so when they ask me a question, if I'm feeling nice that day, I just give them the answer. If I'm feeling mean that day, I screenshot it and circle it and send it to them where it's clearly in my post. So then I'm not sitting there when they're asking me questions about an item. And this is not I have a group that I sell palette stuff on. This is not the people on that. This is the people, I mean, I'm not going to say that people don't ask me questions that are answered in it, but definitely less likely in that group, because it's people I know and they know that I'm posting all the information. It's people like on Facebook, on the marketplace, who like you'll put an extremely extensive post on on Facebook Marketplace of whatever item you're selling. Like, it says condition. I literally put condition and it says new. I put what the market resale value is. I put what my price is. And like, I'm honest about market resale value. I'm talking like, I will see if it's on sale somewhere and I'll post that as the, like, I go for the lowest possible price on something and I'll post that, and people will still go and ask me questions. Like, I'll have, you know, the sizes of it, I'll have like literally everything, and someone will message me and be like, is blah 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 blah, you know, is it this blah blah, do you read? I don't, anyway. So it's not worth my time to take books that's like that's a whole new thing. I've never gotten books before. This is my first time, and I was like, no, I'm not doing it. So I got like 22 bucks for the books that I took there, and I was like, you could give me $5, I would have been like, it's worth that's worth it to me. $5 I didn't have before. And definitely with this palette, I'm probably not going to earn a profit, but I will definitely get my money back. And that's okay, because I got stuff off of the palette that is useful to me, and it'll end up where like that stuff will be free, you know what I mean? Some things, again, this is why it's a hobby more so than what, I can't really say it's my side business, because we're not really, with space available and time available, we're not really putting our whole heart into this, or I'm not putting my whole heart into this. I'm definitely doing it for, I mean, we're benefiting from it, and I guess that's all that really matters. It's just, I'm not, you know, I could take it to the next extreme and get like a storage unit and get more pallets and like really like get into it, but then that takes more like where it's becoming a part-time job, and that's just not what we want it to be right now. We're fine financially, and this is getting me what I want out of it, and that's really all I'm asking. So I could definitely do more. It just doesn't make sense to pay for a storage unit when I'm really, it's just like, I'd like to pick one up here and there and post. I don't even know that if after I get this one, I'm going to be pretty stingy about what I pick up next. I'm thinking like an appliance palette, or a tool palette, because Nick is constantly looking at those, and he would definitely be able to sell a lot of that stuff. I just haven't seen that, and so I just wanted to pick one up, and because people, you know, I like to help my friends and family out for sure, and it's fun to an extent. It's just my front room, my like mud room, looks a mess, and it just immediately, the moment we put everything in there, my whole house feels like messy. My house is messy because I have kids and we literally are here 24/7. The baby just woke up, so if you hear noises back there, it's him playing a game on my phone so I can finish real quick. So yeah, once I put that stuff in my front room, it's game over. I feel like my whole house is a mess because, I mean, it is a mess to an extent. I have a baby, and we have a 6-year-old who we're homeschooling, and like actually traditional homeschooling, so he's home all the time. We're home 24/7, so my house reflects that. I mean, I clean and it gets messy again, so putting that palette in the front room or even in the basement, it's too much. It's too much. And we just don't have, you know, our garage takes up is our woodworking, and so it's just me really like trying to get what I want off these pallets and then getting it out of the house because I'm done. So I have stuff to take tomorrow to Once Upon a Child, and then I think this weekend I'll try to take stuff to Plato's, and then yeah, what else do I have to do? I have people picking stuff up this week. I definitely need to, I need to see if I need to make an appointment for Plato's. It's kind of why I wanted to do it this weekend, just because it's easier. I don't know, that's so much work to take that in by myself with kids, or it's just hard to, the parking lots. It's nothing like, oh, that's so hard to do by myself. It's just the parking lots are a lot to have 2 kids and carry a bunch of stuff in, so I'd rather have Nick with me. So I might see if I can make an appointment for this weekend for us to do that, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna take this baby inside, finish my coffee, and see what the afternoon, evening brings on. I don't think I got anything out for dinner. Oops, oh God. Pro tip for moms: make some Kraft mac and cheese if you're gonna have a takeout night, because you know your kids are not gonna eat what you order them and spend $5 a piece on, when you can spend $1 on what you feed them instead, and it's something they like, plus a vegetable, so it's not like they're gonna be eating bad. Plus they had takeout. I got them Wendy's for lunch. This is a bad day. I'm having a bad eating day, but I worked out this morning. I'm gonna work out this evening, and I'm not gonna be mean to myself about what I'm eating, because if I've learned anything about losing weight, it's that you can't punish yourself. If you punish yourself for eating something, it basically makes you spiral and emotionally eat. So, and I literally don't snack as much as I used to. I also tried to get a side salad at Wendy's because I was like, I got grilled chicken. I probably should have just eaten it without the bun. I got a grilled chicken Asiago Ranch Club thing or whatever, and I got it grilled, and they used to have side salads there, and that's why I even chose Wendy's, as I was going to get a side salad and that, because we were just like out and about, and I was just, most of the time I feed the kids here before I leave, and then I was going to go to my parents, so I just fed them. I'm not going to feel bad about it. They eat chicken nuggets here anyway, so they just got fries with it, which neither of my kids even ate most of the fries. They literally ate the chicken nuggets. So, but they used to have side salads. I know they used to have side salads, and the guy acted like I was insane for even asking for it. I don't know if it's something that they got rid of since COVID, because I know things changed a bunch, but I know, and I even asked Nick, he used to work at Wendy's, and he's like, yeah, they even had a side salad, a Caesar side salad, and I was like, I freaking knew it. I should have just gotten a salad, but I can't eat that much salad. It will mess with my stomach. So I was like, a side salad is not too bad. I actually crave salads. I actually went through the drive-thru and saw a salad that I liked, and I knew I couldn't eat the whole salad. So I kind of struggle with eating healthy out of my house because I feel like every choice is like a salad, which, I mean, not so much anymore. Definitely a lot better than it used to be, but it does feel like most places the choice is a salad, and I can't eat certain lettuces and stuff like that. So anyway, making dinner for the kids, and Nick will be back, and then we're hanging out outside, and yeah, I'm gonna try to edit my first vlog tonight. One of my other clips is probably of my neighbor Jessica catching me in the car vlogging, and she's like, I'm gonna subscribe to your channel, and I was like, I'm not telling anybody what my channel name is yet. I have to become a pro first before I try to, I don't know, represent on my social media. I'll probably tell people. Nick will make me, because I said something, I was like, it's okay, I'm not telling anybody anyway, and Nick's like, yeah, you are. So I'm pretty sure as soon as I upload something, he's gonna end up posting about it. I am not gonna be ashamed of doing something that I want to do, but I also am slightly like embarrassed. You see my face is getting red. I'm slightly embarrassed a little bit because this seems so stupid, but it's not stupid, because if you go and watch people on YouTube, this is what they do, and I feel like I want and have a reason. I don't know what it is for doing it, so we'll figure it out. But I've literally wanted to do one for, I wish I had started one way back when I originally, like way before Nick, like way back when I had considered doing it. And I never did it, so I guess I'll jump in now when the YouTube pool is already saturated with family vloggers. But the worst is my kids have memories on YouTube. You're welcome, kids. Mommy says hello. She loves you guys. Don't you love watching these? I used to love watching my family videos when I was younger. My mom had like tons of them, and I used to love watching them. I honestly, like, they're almost like memories at this point, because I watched them so much that I feel like it was probably a time I don't remember as a kid, but I remember because she videoed it. So seriously, that is like a huge thing. Like, obviously not everything that I film of my kids is going to be on this YouTube channel, but I'll definitely have clips. And then I'll have stuff that I don't put in for them. So it's not a waste. It's not a waste of my time, or, you know, like, it's not like I'm wasting my money buying this video camera. It will be priceless, but it doesn't feel priceless. So I have to make some type of attempt at like doing something with it, which means at least if I got used to vlogging and then it didn't go anywhere and nothing happened, I would already be used to filming, so it would just be second nature, and my kids, I'll just keep doing it. And then I just won't have to edit stuff. I'll just put it on a, you know, hard drive or something. But, you know, it's the really getting into the rhythm of, of like filming and, you know, remembering to pick up the camera, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, yeah. One kid is inside playing in our messy living room. It's not a mess because of me. You can clearly see why it's a mess. Sometimes I don't even try cleaning up. I will. Because if I clean up, then he'll actually play with his toys and not my pillows. Yeah. This one is outside in his natural habitat with his tool bag, his yogurt that he ate and never brought back in. And he is playing, yeah, he's playing on his tablet, but he's played outside most of the day, and he's only allowed to play on learning apps. So, you know, I pretend that makes me a better mom. It doesn't.